today I'm going to be talking about endometriosis, living with it, symptoms, causes, what it is. So let's just get started. And basically what endometriosis is, it is a disorder of the female reproductive system. So normally when somebody without endometriosis gets their period, the tissue inside your uterus is shed, and that's what your period is, but people with endometriosis don't get that. Instead, the tissue builds up on the outside organs, so it doesn't leave the body. Obviously, I still have gotten my period, but at the same time, some of it has been sticking on the outside organs, and it can affect your reproductive organs, but not only that, it can also spread to like your bladder, your intestines, all different organs. It could actually spread all the way up to your lungs, which is a completely different thing, but it's just really bad. And so with endometriosis comes a lot of different symptoms. So girls normally get really bad cramping. It doesn't go away with pain medicine or anything like that. You can get nausea, vomiting, pain when having sex, urinary or bowel disorders, really heavy periods, so that like you're constantly having to change your tampon or pads, or longer periods that last more than like 7 days. And then also the biggest thing is infertility, and obviously you don't have to have all these symptoms. You could just have a few and have endometriosis, but most people don't even know that they have it until they go to have children, and then they have a lot of trouble. So like they actually can't have children, or they just really struggle with it. Depending on if it goes untreated for a really long time, there's different stages of endometriosis. So luckily I got the surgery, which is the only way to find out if you 100% have endometriosis, which is a laparoscopy. And this is just an experimental surgery, so they inflate your abdomen and just like your body with a gas through your belly button, and then they'll make 1 or 2 incisions a little bit lower down. They're pretty small, and they'll put in cameras to look, and so they can see if you have endometriosis. If you do, they will burn it off. And for me, they caught it early enough that I only had stage 1 endometriosis, which isn't that bad. They found it early. I'm only 19 right now, so that was really good. But it's one of those things that it never fully goes away, and there's not a cure for it. So there's different treatments. You can take birth control or hormones to stop your periods. So for me, I take birth control now, and I will take it until I decide I want to have a child, and it fully suppresses my periods so that the tissue does not build up anymore. Because for me, if I decide that I want to have children one day, I don't want to go to do it and have so much damage due to the endometriosis that I can't have a child. So yeah, it's pretty serious. Over 176 million women have it in the world, and 1 in 10 women in the US get it. So it's one of those things you need to be aware. Like if you think you have really bad periods, sometimes it's not just that. Different times if you go to the doctors and talk to them about this, they'll put you on medicines to try and control it, or like just to test it out and see if it gets better. But for me, I would go on different birth controls and nothing would work. Like they'd get a little bit better, but not that much. But now that they found out what it was, they burned it off. It's actually been not too bad for me. I haven't had my period in like 2 months yet, so we'll see if I get any bleeding or spotting or anything like that. But yeah, it's just something to be aware about, spread awareness about, because there's not that much research and stuff done on it since it only affects women. There are many different like endometriosis research organizations that are trying to find ways that like you don't have to get surgery to find out if you have it, but there's still nothing conclusive. And so yeah, there's no 100% certain way of what causes endometriosis, and there's also no cure for it. There are ways to control it. There's no way to completely like, oh, I take a pill and it's gone forever. And so I just think it's good to do a video and kind of know about it if you don't even know what it is. I know a lot of my friends had no idea when I told them about it what it was, and just to spread awareness about it, because you don't want to be one of the people that you have like stage 4 endometriosis and have a lot of infertility and other health problems. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you about it. I'll have to live with it my whole life unless they find a cure for it. So comment down below telling me if you have it. I'm sure some of you do, and we can totally talk about it if you have any questions. I'm not a professional or anything, but obviously I know a lot about it since I do have it. I've researched it a lot, and since I just was recently diagnosed with this and had the surgery in January, if you guys like this video, then I could definitely do another, like an update in a few months. So just to let you guys know like how I'm doing with it and all of that. So I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys.